This is 3 easy things you can do to your LS heads to pick up a little power. These first 2 are going to be fairly obvious to guys that have done work on motors before, but the third one you might not have seen, so definitely stick around to see it. You should already know this, but the head helps direct air in and out of the cylinder. The 3 things we're going to be looking at on these heads today all function off the same principle, so let's start there. We're going to start by dropping our intake gasket on our head, and right away we can see what we're going to be looking at. On the top side of the intake port, we can see a little bit of material sticking out. Here we have a cross-section view showing that overlap that we see with the intake port. With our air flowing this way, at the bottom, it flows nice. But as you get toward the top, it starts to scrunch when you get close to that port, and that will build a pressure pocket here, and that pressure pocket's gonna wreak all kinds of havoc going further into the head. Now, doing something as simple as just putting a radius on this corner is gonna allow the air to come and bend around that corner with a little bit of flow rather than having that really sharp 90 that it has to turn. Now, we could get deep into fluid dynamics and talk about the effects that has on laminar flow, turbulent flow, steady state. I don't wanna go there. The class was painful, so I'm not gonna put you guys through that. You could also look at this as the YouTube algorithm. The videos flowing through the interwebs, and you subscribing is just like beveling that corner. So hit that subscribe and help the videos flow. Yeah. I've got the head mounted up on my rotary jig. Now I'm just gonna take a Sharpie with the manifold lined up on the bottom. And I'm gonna color in everything that I can see on the top. Now I'm gonna take a burr bit and really slowly work that material away till I can't see my mark anymore. There is the before and the after. So all we're doing here is smoothing out that transition so that air can flow along a nice smooth surface rather than having to take that aggressive turn. The intake ports are all port matched, so I think it's fairly obvious that the second thing we're gonna be doing is port matching the exhaust. I don't have a header gasket on hand, but luckily you can still see the impression on the side of the head here. I'm not gonna go too crazy on opening up the exhaust ports. Main thing I'm focused on is smoothing out all those edges so that the air can flow out of the exhaust runner better. This third thing we're gonna do only works when you're taking heads from a smaller displacement engine and moving them up to a bigger displacement engine. These 706 heads are off of a 5.3 and they're getting put on a 6-liter. This is a head gasket from a 5.3, and when I set it up on the 6.0 here, it's difficult to see, but there is a bit of a lip there, and that makes sense because this is for a smaller bore engine. Now, when we set this on our head for our 5.3, there is the smallest little bit of an overlap there. So in a 5.3, you got this going on with your heads and the cylinders. Now we're gonna take that head and put it on a 6-liter. We're gonna have even more of this little right angle action going on. So the last thing we're gonna do is take and ever so slightly round off the edge of our chambers here. That right there is all we're going for. Just a little bit around, get rid of that sharp edge, and the air will flow a lot smoother across that surface. Both of the heads are done, cleaned up, and ready for reassembly. But we should talk quick about what actual performance gains you're gonna see if you do this to your heads. This is not the type of modification that's gonna give you a noticeable horsepower increase. This will give you more consistent air and fuel delivery, which is gonna make your motor run more efficiently. There is a potential to pick up some horsepower when doing this, but you're gonna be in the low single digits. It's also worth noting that sharp edges in your combustion chamber can lead to premature fuel detonation. So by rounding off those edges, we can help eliminate that. Some of you may be wondering why I chose the 706 heads over the 799/243 heads. Right here's a graph from Richard Holdener's YouTube channel where he did some head comparisons on 6-liters. At the top of the graph, you can see that the 243 799 heads made more power. Looked more toward the low end on the torque curve. The 706 heads made quite a bit more torque all the way up until, I think it was around 5,500 RPM. And for what I built Matilda for, she's gonna be living in that 2,500 to 4,500 range. So torque is what matters here. Anyway, those heads gotta be on that 6 liter and in the truck before LS Fest in September. In the meantime, you all know what to do. We'll catch you in the next one.